vicious ground and pound.
Another of Madura's compatriots, we have Mayura walking into the cage right now. Now, this kid has got some attitude. We've been listening to him talk over the last few days. He's coming in with some attitude, and he's coming in with some confidence. And although his opponent, Mohd Shahid, is someone very similar to him, he's also a kid with attitude. This is the battle of the attitudes, I would say, this fight.
Torres' keys is to use his jiu-jitsu. He's well versed on the ground. He needs to get this fight there. He needs to get on top and use the jiu-jitsu.
And now, coming to the cage, Mohd Shahid.
Here we have Mohd Shahid making his way to the cage. Mohd Shahid has a decent amateur MMA record. He's training MMA for the last 3 years. Been fighting on the local amateur circuit called Gym Wars. Bringing a little bit of experience here, and although he's never fought professional MMA,
Shahid's keys to victory to me is to stay simple. Nothing fancy, just fight smart.
Currently living in Bahrain. He is an Indian national. Loves training here in India. And he also is a instructor as well. He's 7-0 in amateur mixed martial arts. 2 fights in Thailand. He also won by knockout. And you know what he's looking for? He's looking what you always look for, Phil, and that is a big, heavy hand.
And that's what he said. Speaking of him earlier, he said he wanted a knockout. He didn't want to go on the ground. He wanted to look impressive and kick his head off.
Tail of the tape.
Ladies and gentlemen, Super Fight Promotions present to you 3 5-minute round of MMA in welterweight division. Introducing first on my left, fighting out of the blue corner. His official weight is 76 kilos. His style is Sanda and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, with an undefeated record of 3 wins and no losses. Ladies and gentlemen, from Sri Lanka, Mayura! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. 23 years old, official weight, 76 kilos. He weighs in and feet and trim 76 kilos. His style is Taekwondo and Indian hand to quad. Tonight, he makes his professional debut from Kerala, India, representing Team SFL India, Mohd Shahid. And big Jitendra Kare giving the last instructions.
Been through the rules, protect yourself at all times, follow my instructions at all times, touch glove, make it official. Back to your corners.
All right, set to go. Once again, a Sri Lankan versus Indian fighter, and you told us before there's a bitter rivalry between the two.
oh, there's a lot of emotions in this fight for sure.
And we're stressing again that this is the first time an event of this magnitude has taken place here in India, and they are building its young fighters up just as we did in the United States, just as the Japanese did, just as they did in Brazil. And a touch of the gloves and we start this bout.
Well, being an Indian myself, there's so much emotion involved here. I'm having to control all of this nerves right now.
Well, we know who you're cheering for, Daniel.
Shahid using the inside leg kick.
Oh, nice clinch. Oh, nice knee thrown by Mayura. Oh, knee to the face. That one landed. He needs to get out of this clinch.
Well, Mayura is coming in pretty strong, but I see Mohd Shahid still in there. He's not out of the fight. He's got his confidence. I said this is a battle of attitude. Both the boys are in there, trying to fight for their teams, their country, and their pride.
Small inside leg kick. Follows it with a high kick that misses.
Mayura very relaxed, relaxed Mayura. No nerves, real loose.
Yeah, I'm told we're well over 5,000 people here tonight for this monumental event, the inaugural event for the Super Fight League.
Hard leg kick.
Mohd Shahid is coming in with a lot of Muay Thai experience, and I know that boy hits hard.
I wonder how much nerves are going to come into play. Oh, he caught a leg kick, shook it off, said it didn't hurt.
Both guys exchanging leg kicks. It's a battle of leg kicks here. It's who can take it, who's going to give in.
Mohd Shahid is coming in from Kerala. Kerala is another fighting state with a history of martial arts. Kerala has a martial art called Kalari, and Kalari is one of those kung fu style flashy martial arts. And although Mohd Shahid is coming
Hard
from
leg
Kerala, he has a there's
another hard
another
leg kick.
hard low kick in there.
Both guys just exchanging leg kicks.
The battle of the low kicks, I will agree.
I've learned that predominantly all the Sri Lankan fighters and the Indian fighters said, every one of them said, I want to keep it standing. And thus far, this match is living up to the expectations of both fighters. They're both in their face, very relaxed, as you said. Look at the intensity on Mayura's face.
Hard leg kick by Mayura. They're just
can hear
chopping
the
away at
whack.
each other.
You can hear the whack of those low kicks right till here, right till the booth in here that we're sitting in.
Guys are really composed. They're not wasting any energy. They're throwing hard shots, but they're real relaxed in between.
Jeff, one thing I've noticed here in this fight is both these guys are fighting at an event of this magnitude for the first time, but they seem very composed, fighting like professionals here at this fight.
Yeah, you would think they would have jitters fighting in front, sort of their homeland, and a show this large, sold out. All the VIP seats are completely gone. There's people trying to get in this place.
Another
and
hard
they
knee to the
can't.
body there.
It looks like Shahid,
He's trying to get this fight to the ground.
he's got Shahid pushed up against the cage. It looks like Shahid may be getting a little bit.
Let's keep working, I'll get you up.
Mayura may be getting a little bit tired. I'm sorry. They're both wearing the same color trunks, so it's kind of hard to.
Nice knees to the body by
Well,
Mayura.
Mohd Shahid is wearing the Valetudo shorts, and Mayura is wearing the MMA board shorts.
Mohd Shahid using his head. Good tactic to turn the face.
Jeff, explain to the audience in India how even though he's pressing his head against the opponent, it's not illegal.
No, he's not using the head as a weapon or battering him with the
don't grab
head,
the
no
fence.
headbutts and anything like that. As
grab the
Phil
fence.
said, he uses it as a way to control his opponent.
He's turning
Another hard
Mayura
knee to
with
the
it.
solar plexus in that. One more knee.
He's using that head, keeping Mayura out of position and able to land that knee.
Work.
Do you think those low kicks took its toll on Mayura in the
Don't grab
first
the
half of the
fence.
round?
Don't grab the fence.
They could have. They both were trying the leg kick game. Now they're trying the knees to the thigh. As we come to the close of the first fight that's going to go past the first round.
Watch the back of the head.
Shahid, with this clinch up against the fence, is taking control of this round. Good tactic.
All right, break. Back to your
The end of
corners.
the first
Back to your
round.
corners.
That one's going to kind of be hard to score. I think that Mayura's back was spent up against the cage towards the final minute of that. That may be the deciding factor. This is going into the second round, and it looks like Mayura is getting a little fatigued as the crowd beginning to respond to the lovely ring ladies.
On the replay, we see him clinch the position. Slipping under a left hook right hand. And then we see the leg kicks. Early, these guys exchanged a lot of leg kicks. Back here's the clinch. This is where I think Shahid took over the round. This is where he started to control the round. Kept Mayura up against the fence, used his head.
Corners out.
to get the better position.
Back to your corner, Shahid.
And at the end, Mayura frustrated, just landing headshots from the clinch.
Both fighters looking not too bad as they come in for the second round.
Here we go, round number 2. Shahid says, I want to make him feel fear, and he will respect me. And both of them are just taking the center ring. It's going to be who takes control of this fight here in the O-Zone.
Mayura taunting him, telling him to come on, a little bit of Nick Diaz style.
And they're very, very patient. I'm shocked at how patient they are. Mayura just standing in the center of the cage, patiently waiting for Shahid to come in.
Both fighters look like they're not yet throwing the heavy artillery as yet. Looks like they've still got it saved up for something big. I wonder who's going to do that first.
Kick.
And he's once again putting his back close to the cage, clinches and pushes him in. This could be what is a deciding factor in a fight where you pity-pat back and forth with the leg kicks. The leg kicks may land, but it's who's going to establish control here.
Shahid does a good job turning the back against the fence. Look like Mayura was out of there, but Shahid overpowers him, outpositions him, so puts him up against the fence.
Mohammad Shahid has got Andy Wang in his corner calling out instructions, and Darren Silva from Singapore.
Oh, he's taking the back.
Oh, he's dropped him down.
Mid-air reversal, and he is now inside of the guard of Mayura, and I expect heavy bombs here.
Mohammad Shah is being very patient at this point. I've seen this boy fight over the years. He's still not done anything as yet, but because of his strong Muay Thai background, I see those elbows doing some damage here.
He's very attentive to his corner. He is looking at his corner. Mayura's on his back and starting to look a little bit fatigued.
The back of the head, guys.
There's the elbows
Let's
you
keep it
just spoke
clean.
of.
Oh, he's dropping those heavy artillery starting to begin now there.
Chopping away at the body.
Look at the crowd here. This crowd is going crazy.
Watch the back
Got
of the
some huge
head.
support for the Indian
Let's
here.
keep it clean, guys.
Home crowd support.
Oh, those are hard elbows landing on the forehead of Mayura. And Shahid has clearly taken control of the striking game. Some blood starting to flow. And this is where you do not want to be and get hit in the nose because the blood pools in your eye
Watch your back of the
sockets
head. Last
when
warning.
you're on your back, and I
gonna
believe
take
that
a
is
point on
starting
it.
to happen. Not quite yet.
I see the Sri Lankans face blurry right now. Those are all those hard elbows that they've been exchanging.
Mayura
Watch
throwing
the back
elbows
of the
from
head.
his own at him from the bottom now. Trying to retaliate with elbows.
Oh, the guard's loosening up. He's got to be careful and watch the up kick.
Mohammad Shahid actually walked back into his guard. That's pretty amusing.
Nice elbows back on top. Driving elbows from the top. Left and right elbows.
It looks like Shahid's feeding off of the energy of the crowd, Jeff.
Yeah, he looks very refreshed, you know, for fighting in front of his homeland for the first time. You would think that he would be a little fatigued here, especially it's very hot out here. We are in an outdoor arena as the blood starts to stream out of Mayura's
Don't grab the
nose.
fence.
And Shahid looking very composed. Oh, another elbow lands on the nose.
Oh, Mohammad Shahid is, even though he's a striker, I see him displaying some good control at this point. I think that's all of the advantage of working with some with high-level BJJ guys.
Mayura escapes back to his feet with a minute left.
And Mayura, he's very bloody. There's one thing oh, nice kick to the body by Shahid. Oh, nice left hand by Mayura. And some big exchanges taking place.
Shahid just winging shots, walking in. Gets Mayura on his bike.
A lot of support from the home crowd here, as even though the Sri Lankans coming back with a vengeance.
Mayura looks tired. Looks like he shot his wad there.
Phil, this looks like the fight that we've all been expecting. Everyone expected this to be a good fight.
Yeah, back and forth battle thus far. I think it's Shahid getting the best of the two. He definitely looks more refreshed, and you can see Mayura looking a little worse for wear as we come to the conclusion of round number 2, and the Indian fans will cheer their own, as in my opinion, Mohammed Shahid has definitely taken control.
As we see Shahid get worked on there, he looks exhausted.
Okay, now what are you calling the back of the head?
Let's take a look back at some of the highlights of this round. It was Mayura who was put on his back and took some heavy elbows from Mohammed Shahid.
Shahid looking a lot fresher in his corner. Talking with his corner, he looks good. Mayura looks exhausted, beat up.
Phil, I got to keep checking whether the crowd is cheering for the fighters or whether they're just excited with the beautiful ring girls walking around.
I think they got a glimpse of me, to be honest.
A glimpse of Phil Baroni. I think they're excited for a little bit of everything. I mean, this has been a spectacle like I've never seen before. The fireworks that opened this event were absolutely amazing. I mean, and you know, you said you've been to Pride. We've all seen Pride, but man, I was truly impressed with what has happened here tonight. And here we go. This is going to be the third and final round. They are going to need to lay it on the line, and you do not want this to go to the judges. Here we go.
Third and final round, India versus Sri Lanka.
Shahid looks fresh, on his toes, bouncing. He looks good, moving around, circling.
And look at the two, once again, just very patient. Oh, now it's Mayura being the aggressor, but he looks like he's going to get...
running out of there, escaping that clinch. He doesn't want to be up against the fence anymore.
Well, it looks like he's taken some advice from his corner, now to get pushed against the fence and stay away from Mohammed Shahid's clinch.
Mohammed Shahid with the leg kicks again, inside leg kicks. Chopping leg kicks. Smart tactic, because Mayura is not really moving. He's not checking him, and he's not moving.
Yeah, he's very stationary at this point. He's just completely standing flat-footed, not moving around. Throws a kick of his own, but he has definitely lost some steam here.
Shahid should go low a couple more times, then go high.
Mayura looks like he's loading up for that last bit of energy to make sure he tries to make a good impression on the judges.
If I was Shahid, I'd take it to him right now. Doesn't look like Mayura has much left. I think those leg kicks are taking effect now.
Look at the intensity of Shahid's face. He's just staring him straight down the middle. Both may be a little bit fatigued here. But thus far, Mayura needs to step up and try to take control of this fight. He's had his back put against the cage. He's gotten taken down. And he's been hammered with some elbows.
Oh, the hard leg kick.
Hard leg kick.
Another low kick.
And he goes high. He's going inside with the left kick, and then he goes high. Oh, there's the right low kick.
Phil, you and me know those low kicks hurt real bad.
Well, they don't tickle, my friend. They don't tickle.
Oh, there you said he was going to load up, Phil, and he's unleashing a barrage
And
of
he's going to
punches.
punch there.
And listen to the crowd come alive.
Shahid seems to be like, you know, a counter puncher. He punches better, a lot better. Oh, flying punch.
Oh, big right hand by Shahid, and it's immediately countered by Mayura. And this is turning into a fight. I mean, Mayura needs to step it up. He's halfway through.
Yeah, we just
this
reached
third
the
and
halfway.
final round.
I have Shahid ahead. Using an inside low kick. Mayura's getting after him. Lands the left hand. Heavy shot, slips, up kick.
Oh, look at him. He landed a right from the bottom. And Shahid may be a little woozy. He actually slipped on the ring.
Shahid's hurt. Shahid is hurt.
Open up the short side.
Drops for the single leg, and Mayura is landing hammer shots. He needs to sweep that leg.
Good job staying on his feet. Shahid's on crazy legs. Slippery canvas, both guys slipping. Oh, nice combination.
And here we have a
This
brawl.
is a war, my friends.
It's a
India
slobber
is
knocker.
witnessing a war in the cage.
Oh, big left hand. Good exchanges here. Mayura loading up. Shahid slips that one.
These
Slips
two
another
are
one.
right in each other's faces. A big right hand.
Oh,
Look at
big
that.
uppercut. Exchanging back fist. Exhausted. Just taking it to
Both
each other.
fighters showing some heart in the cage.
Oh,
Oh,
big
back.
knee by Mayura. And Shahid is wobbling.
Don't grab the shots. Don't grab the shots.
Oh. Shahid is throwing everything but the kitchen sink at Mayura.
They're fighting like it's the last 10 seconds, but we have 45 seconds left in this round here in Mumbai, India.
Both guys exhausted.
Well, Mohd Shah has got to do something now as the last 30 seconds.
Don't grab the shots.
Wow, they are letting it all hang
Don't on the
out.
fence side. Don't on the fence.
And their arms
Go on the
are
fence
hanging
side.
so low at this point.
Exhausted. Both fighters are exhausted.
10 seconds, guys. 10 seconds.
Can't imagine what this feels
The
like.
back of the head.
Wow.
Right back.
End of the fight.
Hold it here.
Andy Wang
What's
saying,
this?
put your hands up and let the crowd know that you won this fight. And
Well,
once
I think
again,
I think that the crowd enjoyed that fight for sure.
The last round was a bomb burner.
if I may quote Gordon Soley, a Pier 6 brawl, Phil.
It sure was.
I don't like what Mayura is doing. He's sitting on the ground, and as you well know, Phil,
I have no.
even if you think you've lost the fight, you need to show the crowd that you think you won.
Here's the replays. She goes high there, and here's what Mayura's just letting him go, just trying to tag him, slipping, but lands the up kick, and that's what hurt Shahid. That's what had Shahid on crazy legs when he got back up, chopping away with right hands.
And this looks like a tough man contest. Not comparing the two, but once you're that tired and you're throwing bombs, you are looking for just about anything to land.
That was one exciting fight. That was a tough fight. And that was a true display of mixed martial arts in the cage, the heart of a fighter.
Yeah, that was definitely a display of the heart, more than it was mixed martial arts. If you ask me, that was a display of nuts and guts, as you would call it.
Two very young fighters. Mohammed Shahid says he trains 6 hours a day, and he also is an instructor for 6 hours a day, which I find is very hard to do when it comes to fighting. You hear of a lot of guys trying to teach and trying to train, and it's very difficult.
Well, yeah, Mohd Shah is a fitness instructor and MMA coach. And yeah, this is his business. But I think after this show, he's going to change his business to full-time fighting MMA.
I think it's a wise decision. That was a good display, though. He showed a lot of skills, and both guys showed a ton of determination and heart.
And here we go. Judges have tallied their cards. And here we go up to the cage for the official decision.
Quick guess, Phil.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Shahid.
after the 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge 1, 29 to 28, red corner. Judge 3, 30 to 30, draw. And Judge 2 scored it 30 to 29, red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, and your winner by majority decision, Mohammed the Hawk Shahid.
That's a very emotional moment for Mohd Shah there. The kid's been working hard for the last 3 years. Coming into this fight, I know that Mohd Shahid had his shoulder popping at least 3 times in the training camp. So to see that his shoulder didn't pop at all during the fight, it's pretty amazing. I think he had some luck in there.
Now look at the emotion coming out. A glorious victory in his homeland of India, and a great performance, a great third round out of both fighters. And Mohd Shahid